What's up, man? It's your boy MoonDog38732 from the MoonDog38732 show on YouTube. Hey, man, watch the show, like the show, share the show, subscribe, and comment. Also, you can find me at the MoonDog38732show.com. Merchandise is there, interviews is there, videos is there, blogs is there. With that being said, that's neither here nor there. Right now, we're talking about the MoonDog38732 show podcast, starring me, aka the host, MoonDog38732, and
Tiffany DJ.
With that being said, now Tiffany is the co-host, meaning this is our show. This is not just my show. She has input on what we say. She got notes here, and what we do is not just I'm up here go do my thing type of situation. With that being said, y'all all heard.
I'm here to stay. No, I'm just.
She got a contract for one season. We'll see what happens after that. With that being said, the topic we're going to talk about is who approaches whom in a situation. Meaning, like, if you're out and about, you see someone you think may be visually appealing, physically appealing, or somebody sees you visually appealing or physically appealing, who, in your mind, in my mind, who do you think should approach whom first? Now, remember now, we got equal rights.
Okay, let's define approach. Or, because in my mind, if I do a blank stare, because that's my approach. That's my definition
like
of
this,
approach.
Like a cartoon character.
Yeah, and even if I throw in a smile, oh, I really like you.
And she ain't blinking, and she look at you and she smile, don't be blinking.
Like, I'm really staring at you. I think that's an approach. Do you agree or no?
For me, for those of you who haven't seen that Notorious Big, actually what your interests are, who you be with, slid in. For me to approach me, you actually approach. You actually walk toward that person and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I know people, they said their approach game has been a little bit different with this little Me Too situation.
Okay.
Sometimes they don't want to be seen as too aggressive.
Right. But
at the same time, if they jump in their DMs, they get complaints about you jumped in my DM.
But that's an approach too now. That's an approach. Jumping in somebody's DM is an approach.
Okay. So, if you jump...
That's showing interest. I think, okay, that's to clear the definition of approach is basically showing someone that you're interested. So, my blank stare and smile...
Me walking over...
they are some type of approach.
Okay.
Jumping in somebody's DM, that is showing a level of interest.
It went down in the DM. Now, here we go. Check this out. We're talking about approaching, but when you're talking about showing interest in what, though?
Okay.
Because remember, I started out by saying you're visually and physically appealing.
Basically, because that's the only thing you have to base off of when you're approaching someone is the physical realm, or not as many characters as that person may have. You may be looking at one of 20 characters they may have that spark your interest, because it's impossible for them to show you the total them before they approach you.
Okay, let's say this. You know, she's talking about all these characteristics and stuff like that. So if I walk up to a young lady that I think is an older lady, a cougar, or maybe whatever, that I think is visually appealing, I'm like, okay, let me see what, you know what I'm saying, see what the business is. Now, if I walk up on her and she got a chest full of chest hair, now that's a little bit different. That doesn't mean that she's not a cool person.
Right.
She may be my soulmate. She may be the one. But at the same time, something about that chest hair.
I don't know now. I don't know.
You don't think I've been sitting somewhere with
because
chest
I can't. It depends. If you approach her and you notice that chest hair before you approach her, you may have a chance. But like for me, if I notice your dreads start way back here and you got a whole fade in the front, bro, I'm not gonna even give you my stare. If anything, I'm gonna look away, and I'm sure not gonna jump in your DMs because I'm not attractive to that. I'm not.
That's not my thing.
Right. I have no interest in it. So in the physical, and some call me shadow. Like I really look at the physical before anything.
In other words, she like what she like, and that's what she like.
Right. So I really don't have a type though. But if you're appealing to me at that moment, and you approach me, because I'm old school, I'm not approaching anyone at all.
In other words, she thinks she's the prize.
And I am the prize. Not saying that the king can't be the king. But what's a king without a queen?
For those of us that play spades, that's a different that's a different situation. But at the same time, when you are...
Let's talk about spades, since you want to go there.
Let's go there.
So when you throw out that queen, what you expecting to come out?
Hopefully the king go top.
It's going to follow. Come on, that's some real spade talking.
Hopefully, but at the same time, like you sit down at the spade table, you can't play.
Hello? Because I'm a player.
Me too. And I question a lot. Nah, I'm just kidding. So when we are approaching people, you do have a situation where you may be rejected. But at the same time, if you are rejected, does your confidence in yourself let you bounce back and hit that person, approach that person again later at another day? Or you guys been shot down?
From my perspective, because in my world, I don't approach. I'm old school. I said it once before. Right. My confidence will be affected by it. Because, for one, if I approach, for one, I am attractive to you. And the thought of me not having a shot with the type of man, I don't have a type. With the person that I'm approaching is, and right at that time, and they're not showing interest back, yeah, that will do something to my ego. That would do something, and it would probably hinder me from doing it again.
So, in my situation, if I come out there, I got my little, haircut, I got my, you know what I'm saying, got my junks on, got my look. I'm not gonna be wearing a MoonDog shirt, you know what I'm saying? I got my little situations on, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got my little, you know what I'm saying? Hit that right there.
The aftershave.
Right. If I come out there and somebody approaches me, a young lady, woman approaches me, you know what I'm saying? It may not necessarily be my type, but I wouldn't shoot them down.
Me neither.
Because that what just happened may lead to other things as far as friendship possibilities,
right?
Business possibilities,
right?
And opening up other realms that I may not have seen, or somebody that may even give me advice in situations. Right. So if I'm out and about, I'm not always looking for that romantic hookup.
Right.
I'm looking at things from a myriad of possibilities.
You networking.
Conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do something. But at the same time, if I am attracted to somebody, and after we had that first conversation, and at the same time,
that's the vulnerable conversation though. Okay. That first conversation.
Do you let people know who you really are that first conversation?
And I think that's my issue, because I am a real person and I express who I am up front. Like, who you see is who you get all the time.
Like, it's all the time.
Right. This is who I am all the time. And I think that's the issue, because I look like the pretty girl type. I heard it before, not saying that I think I'm pretty, but they tell me that I am pretty and my actions doesn't match my physical. So basically saying I don't look like...
She doesn't fit a stereotype.
Right. I don't look like how they perceive me to be.
She actually has a brain. You know what I'm saying? She actually has a brain.
Right.
And at the same time, when I'm approached, and I hit them. I may say something stupid like, they like, do you have any questions to me? I may say some like this right here. When was the last time you washed your belly button? You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy,
It may range from something like, when the last time you washed your belly button, all the way until, do you think we need reparations?
Right.
So anything in between. And what I'm doing is, I'm not trying to like test you on a romantic level. I'm trying to test you on the level of how deep you can think and stuff like that, or what do you actually think about, or what's like important to you. Because if we are physically attracted and we're on totally different wavelengths, that physical attraction it
fades.
It fades, right?
It fades. Very much so.
So, Cub, with that being said, what if you see that person that's like, oh man, this might be, you know what I'm saying? We can do something. We can hook up and do something. But as soon as you talk to them, when they talk to you, they breath smell like a cat died in it. Now they physically.
I can't. I really can't.
Because they came out. They got dressed up. They smell good though. It's just like sometimes when I see a very attractive young lady, but her mustache is thicker than mine.
I give it a shot because brushing the teeth. It depends on if you have like
a toothbrush at home. No.
No, like if you have like pretty teeth or a pretty smile, and your smile not jacked up with plaque and all that, you have a chance because you probably just ate a tuna sandwich before coming out and
that's the dead cat that died.
Forgot to floss or something like that. So that's minor.
Well, you know, she said she was shallow. We try to see
I'm
how
working on it.
She working on it.
Oh.
With that being said, what if you are never approached?
Oh.
Is that saying something about you, or is it saying something about them?
Okay, so we had this topic on a past show I was on, and to be honest, I didn't at that time get approached as often as my co-host. My co-host. And so I used to think it was me, but as I surveyed some guys' opinions, and they actually told me that most men are intimidated by me.
All right, now, if you are intimidated by her or by me, are you the person for either one?
Right.
Like, where is your backbone?
Where is your confidence? Because I need it. My aura, my vibes are very strong. Like, I don't need no weakling.
Not saying that she is
I'm not aggressive.
but she needs someone that's able to match,
right,
or maybe even excel in certain situations when it comes to energy.
Balance. Yeah, balance.
A seesaw. You ever been on a seesaw and you go up and you go, but y'all like this?
Right.
But then what happened is the other person get off and you hit the out to out. They need to hit on that.
Right.
But
flop.
When it comes to approaching, to me, it deals with confidence in yourself.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it like, what is your intentions and why are you actually out? Where at the same time, where is a good place to approach somebody? Can you approach somebody at church, talking about dating and stuff like that? Because the Lord brought y'all there.
Yeah, I think that's so inappropriate.
How that? But we're being approached, and he's giving you that blank stare. We know the word being said, and the collection plate being passed.
But I really think that if you approach me at church, I feel as if that was your motive for coming to church.
What about at a funeral?
Okay, I can get the funeral. We can vibe at a funeral.
Vibe at a funeral?
Right. You can console me, and I may console you at a funeral, but not at church. Come on now. I think that was your real motive of coming to church.
Okay. What about on the job? Can you approach someone on the job, or is that a HR issue?
It's very much so an HR issue for me. For one, I can't work with you and date you. That's too much time.
Because we know that something can and will happen.
Right.
Let's just say, if I was a teacher and I was dating a para, right, in another class, and me and that para have issues.
For those who don't know what para is, it's a paraprofessional, 9 times out of 10.
Co-teacher.
Or teacher aide.
And the principal ends up moving that para to my classroom.
Not knowing the situation.
Not knowing the situation, not doing nothing. Do we stay professional?
There's no way. There is no way that the professional that's necessary for that environment would take place. I don't see it. Like, and then don't let an argument been popped off at home.
Driving to work.
Not even driving to work. The night before work.
And y'all slept on it. Didn't get resolved.
Right. And so now the kids gonna have to suffer for y'all.
Alright, here we go. I'm getting ready to set this thing down. Is there a perfect time and a perfect place to approach somebody?
No. It's not. It's no set time. Because first, you believe in love at first sight?
No.
No.
I believe in interest at first sight.
Okay, yeah, I can agree.
I
can agree.
People throw that word around so much that it's really been watered down.
Right.
It's different between love. It's different between caring. It's a difference between feelings. It's a difference between loyalty, all that stuff. That's not like, it's different degrees and different categories. So I believe in interest at first sight.
Okay, so I don't think it's no perfect timing. I believe if that person spark your interest at that particular time, who's to say you're gonna see that person or get that opportunity again to approach that person? So I say my advice is take your chances in traffic. Holler at him. Holler at him.
She ain't talking about like at the stoplight. I don't think she is, but I can't speak for her.
Like,
okay, she talking about why, you know what I'm saying? Through
the
life.
traffic is, yes.
Why you're moving through life.
There you go. Yeah.
Cause I ain't got nothing more to add on there. What you got to add?
I'm good. Ladies, I guess it's okay for us to approach
at funerals.
only when they're needing consoling.
At funerals, at the welfare office, at the unemployment line.
No.
Anywhere, anytime, any place. Like Janet Jackson said, anytime, any place.
Oh, wow.
It can go down because we have a short lifespan.
Right.
So why not make this thing pop off? Now, we ain't talking about approaching multiple situations while you're in a situation, but that's a topic for another show.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm out.
We out.